Shaw back here.
Coleman, you hit 5 threes tonight. What's been the process in the offseason of getting the most out of your three-point jumper, and how have you been working on that?
Just getting multiple shots up a day. Different reps like pick and pop, slip outs, stationary, all types of different shots, moving threes, trail threes. So yeah, it's just been a good process of, like Coach Jeff making sure I stay after practice, and just making sure I get my threes up. So.
Terrence, just what were the emotions of today like for you? And it looked like maybe you pointed at your family section after you got to the basket. Like, what was that like to just kind of be back home?
It felt good. Just playing back home in Illinois. It was great. We got a great fan base here. It was very welcoming. It's just good to see my family in the crowd every day, every game that we have here. And it was just a good feeling overall. We won the game, so that's even better. It's just great being home in Illinois.
Coleman, 23-12, Coleman. Back here. Is that the kind of player you feel like you can be on a nightly basis? Is that what you expect out of yourself?
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. Especially if teams have a more traditional big, playing drop coverages. Teams that can't really switch out, playing that pick and pop, it's harder for them to get back to the three-point line and contest shots. So I definitely think that that can be very possible for me. As long as we move the ball like we do, run our offense correctly, I definitely think I can have a lot of nights like this. So.
It's for both of you guys, kind of like in an exhibition game. It seems like the players that have maybe done this before at the college level have kind of led the way. Do you feel like that's maybe necessary early in the year to kind of help bring a younger team along?
I mean, I feel like guys look up to guys like me and Coleman on the team, and when they see us perform the way we did tonight, it just gives them more confidence because we're encouraging them as we're going along, and that's having them like look at us and be like, oh, we gotta come with it, and guys did. Like Ty, he had 8 rebounds and 5 assists, and some might say he played that well, but he can almost have a triple-double if he just makes his free throws. So that's one way that I think guys look up to us, how we perform.
Yeah, I mean, the new guys don't really have that real feel for the pace, everything defensively, how loud it is in the arena. So guys like me and Terrence really do have to lead. We have to execute. A lot of times they might get sped up. Just get them under control, because obviously we need everybody to play. It can't just be me and Terrence, or a guy like Matt, older guy, playing all the minutes. We're gonna need the young guys, freshmen, step up and for us to lead the way. So.
Coleman, it seemed like you didn't have a lot of hesitation when you were shooting from that. How much more confident do you feel in your outside shot now versus at this point last year? Yeah,
I feel a lot more confident. I shoot a lot of shots in practice just like that. I know freshman year and sophomore year, people would judge me off my three-point shooting. I wasn't confident at all back then. The ball felt a lot different than what it does right now. So
he don't have a choice. He gotta shoot it. I told him in our warm up today, shoot it around. He passed up one at the top, but he ended up getting it back in the same possession. He gotta shoot all the shots he has open.
Coleman, Marty Simmons, the EIU coach, said, "Gee whiz, what an athlete." I'm talking about Terrence. Like, what does he bring on the court for you guys? It seems like you haven't had a player like that recently.
Yeah, Terrence is real athletic, super quick. You know, he's one move and he's right by you. As you can see, he gets to the foul line a lot. You know, you look up, he's by you, and then the result is you fouling him. Real aggressive. I think he could be even more aggressive sometimes, but Terrence is a guy who will allow others to get open too, because the way he can attack the basket, you know, team streak, he'll spread. So I think Terrence is a great piece for us.
Hear the right.
Coleman, being a veteran on this team, what does it mean getting the season started and having Terrence as a transfer, a veteran on a different team, coming together as a team and having a bond?
Yeah, I mean, Terrence was telling us about how at Texas Tech they did like, what's that called? Like a retreat, right? Yeah, like bonding trips and stuff like that. So Terrence is actually, we've had like a few team meetings where he texted the group chat, wanted us to meet up, just talk about what to expect. And this is all on him, you know, nobody else asking him to do this. Just bringing us together to talk, because he wants us to get closer. You know, we've had talks like going paintballing, but you know, people have different schedules on off days, so it's hard. But we try to meet up, just talk about what we need to work on, and talk about, you know, not get into guys, but you know, talk about what guys need to work on, and kind of let them hear it from somebody else rather than the coaches. So Terrence is a big piece and means a lot to us when it comes to, you know, being on the court and off the court.
Coleman, a big rebounding margin against a team that did have a little bit of size about him. Is that a positive step for your team? It seems like rebounding was a little bit of a question mark coming into the season.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a lot of gang rebounding. It's going to be even harder once we get into Big Ten play. You know, a lot of teams sending guys in to rebound. But I think we'll get everything under control. I thought it was a solid night from guys like Dane, me, getting rebounds, Ty gets in on a lot of rebounds, so just effort. It's just effort, and you know, if you bring effort, you get the rebound. So,
Terrence, why were those retreats or get-togethers, like why were those important for you to organize when you got here, and when did you kind of start doing that after you got on campus?
Like I told our guys, like I just feel like if we're gonna go out on the court and play together and call each other brothers, like how are we gonna call each other brothers if we like don't really know each other? You know? In our meetings, like I just said, like get to know like our teammates, like where they from, how many siblings they got, or what have they been through, and we also talk about basketball. So it's just nice. I just thought about it because we did it as Texas Tech as a whole, like organization, but I just thought, since we're always with the coaches and everything, we can just do it as a team and just do it by ourselves.
Hey, Terrence, so you had your share of highlight reel plays tonight. Talk to us about the intensity you saw out of Sincere.
Man, he a game changer, like Coach said, and after the game when he was talking to us. Sincere, he always playing hard. He's the same in practice. Like if y'all come watch our practice, like Sincere plays the same way. He's a great defender on the ball. He's gonna turn you, and he just plays hard, plays his butt off every minute he's in.
Matt?
Coleman, Ty seems like a guy that just doesn't need the ball or doesn't need to score to have a good night. How does that affect the other four guys on the floor when somebody has that kind of role and is happy to kind of spread the wealth?
yeah, I think for guys like Terrence, Matt, RJ, I think it helps us a lot because, you know, Ty can facilitate well. He can guard multiple positions. I think sometimes, like I've told people before, I think we'll be able to put Ty on the other team's best defender at times, and kind of that's less stress for TJ because I know TJ could guard well. But I think Ty is definitely a huge piece for us. He's definitely going to have some big moments down the line. Whether it may not show up on the stat sheet, you know, it might be 1 point, 2 points, but it's, you know, it's going to be 10 rebounds, it's going to be 4 steals, it's going to be 6 assists, stuff like that. That really matters to us, you know, but some people might see it and kind of blow it off, but it means a lot. So.
And then Terrence, can you talk a little about those retreats? It seems like you've had to take more of a leadership role and more initiative in that role here at Illinois than maybe at Texas Tech as an older guy. What's kind of made you want to do that and kind of embrace that role, if that makes sense?
Well, when I was recruited here, they looked at me as a veteran, coming in as a senior. But I also knew like when to follow guys like Coleman who've been here already, or follow our freshmen, because they might know some things that I don't know. But just being there for the guys, the younger guys here, and showing them what I've been through, and when they're having bad days, like I tell them, like I had bad days before too, as I've gotten older in college, and you just gotta stay level-headed through it all.
Coleman, when you were hitting shots, Kofi was screaming for you on the sideline. How different is it not having him on the team, as well as do you guys bounce things off each other ever since he left?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a lot different. You know, it's like the same offense, but it's just you don't have like that dominant presence, or you don't know that, you know, Kofi's going to be there, and that's where you got to get him the ball and stuff like that. But no, Kofi's definitely a goofy piece that we miss. Like even just now in the ready room, just talking to him, cracking jokes. You know, he's definitely a goofy piece that we miss. But you know, he's not here now, so we got to focus on the team we got. But no, it's definitely a lot different without Kofi. But you know, it's a team now, so got to move on from it. But that's definitely a big piece we miss.
One last one here, Gary.
Terrence, with the way Coleman can space the floor as a 5-man, what does that open lane look like for you as a driver? Is that different than what you've seen in prior years for yourself?
First of all, Coleman, he's not a 5-man. But when he's shooting, when he like starting a game off like that, shooting, it just hype me up and bring energy. So that just make me want to get basket and get him more shots. Like in the timeout today, like I talked to him like about one of the plays we drew up, how I can get him the ball again. So when he's shooting like that, I feel like it's just better for us. It just opens the floors up for everybody else. And if he don't got it there, he gonna shot fake, make the right play, either score or dish it out. But that is a great shooting night tonight for Coleman. He gonna continue doing that.
Okay, thank you guys.